Uh, I created this coin, right coin, in my garage. Um, I'm an NI employee. I am a IT engineer, L2 for NI. And I recently been watching a lot of cryptocurrency issues that are going on. So I actually took forth and created my own coin called Coin, and it's RTC. I created it right here. Um, you can see like literally all the books, the JavaScript, everything that I have looked into building this, and I wanted to do something different and actually bring the community together, as you would say. It's not a token. It's not something that's created off of Ethereum. It's its own coin, just like Bitcoin, Litecoin, or any altcoin that you can think of. But RTC is the beginning of something that's, I believe that is the future. Like I put my name on it. I call it Coin. um, and a lot of people want to say that it's a Ponzi scheme or some sort of a thing. But like if you do your research on it, it really helps out, and it really saves a lot of money on like with databases. Saves a lot of money because if you're pretty good with the network, like network engineering, and setting up nodes and passing them on, you really don't have to use anyone else. You can just create your own. Um, if you know any familiar with any programming languages or the sort, whether it's C, C++, Java, um, or the sort, Go, whatever, I would advise to like just look into it. And I believe this is the way the future is gonna like play out into like cryptocurrency. So I just wanted to actually introduce something that's gonna like influence change, influence like wealth, as you would say, not just for me, but for everybody that's involved in it. And the way that you actually learn cryptocurrency is learn by other people's mistakes. Um, when you learn from other people's mistakes, you seem not to make those. Um, like I am all over Facebook, Twitter. Just look for the red R. Um, I'm everywhere, and I pretty much did everything myself, like the graphics, the icons, the BMPs, the PNGs. Um, I did the sort, all of it. Um, yeah, like, and then like originally, I work for, like I said previously, I work for National Instruments. Man, I actually own my own company too, Refactor Mobility. Like I do network engineering. I do reconfiguring routers like remotely. I create internets, the Ethernet, the ETRANnet for companies. I create virtual private networks for companies. Um, we do a lot at Refactor Mobility, and it's like me and then a lot of interns um, enjoying enjoying what I do, especially working for NI. NI is like seriously, NI is a like amazing company to work for. Um, have a lot of perks, a lot of perks working for them, and and I enjoy and I enjoy working there. But like I decided to like stumble upon something different and go a different route. Because I see that like not just the influence, but like I see how people are getting destroyed by crypto. Like FTC, the issue with that, that almost seems like he's a I don't know what's up with that, but I don't know. It seems like a person that messed up. There was a constant messed up, and messed up a lot in her life, and got greedy. And that's the thing. You don't when you make something and you build something and like you put your heart, you put everything in it. You like your sleepless nights, like you're. I like to me. I believe that like I'm a monarch of programming, especially now to where like the languages that I know, and the languages that I know and everything programming language. Like I really start focusing on assembly, and that's what really got me involved and into building things is assembly, and really got me involved was assembly. You got to understand like what a computer was, what the hardware is, what it actually works, what's being built, basically a lot of things, the process of things. Like I started working with drones, building software for them using Python. It's a very simple process where you can create object tracking with Python. It really works really good because you can use a Raspberry, and Raspberry works very well with Python. Doesn't even matter what kind of Raspberry Pi. It could be a four or the small one that they actually use. Um, you can do object tracking where you use OpenCV or CV2 on um, older Python downloads like 3.7, 2.9. But now they updated OpenCV because everybody's starting to use it. So it's updated now to OpenCV instead of when you're going into PYPI, where you go into the Python's website to where you look for the actual how to install it, where it shows Python install whatever library that you choose to choose with. Um, when I'm building scripts, I use Python a lot. Um, it's very easy to create a executable file like for automation, so like bringing up all websites at one time, or simple things, or you use voice. A lot of times, voice control of laptops get kind of like overwhelming, as you would say. Sometimes they don't. The bugs that comes along with the code kind of messes it up, as you would say. Um, yeah, I enjoy what I do, and after going to GitHub and looking at Bitcoin and Litecoin, I was like, man, I can actually build this. Just looking at their files, and you just simply write a script to change everything, which was easy. Even with icons are easy to change too. You just convert them. Um, Uptune has a lot of bugs, but I love them. Shit, I love them to death. Linux, is my like go to. Other than Git, like, I use Git Bash a lot too when I'm writing PowerShell scripts because a lot of times like you can write a Bash file for Windows users, which is easy, and they'll just click on it. But as you know, iOS doesn't work with batch file. It's only for Windows. So you have to do other things. PowerShell, which is a annoying language, which is a very annoying language. Um, but to be honest with you guys, like learn C and C++. Like to me, that was like the. But once I knew assembly, like all the other languages was like okay, whatever. It was like writing. This is John. Hello. Like it was really simple writing programming languages, scripts, or building. Because like I know a lot. I know Node, JS. That's why it really kind of helped me out with fabricating nodes and building servers and web servers and DHCP servers, IPI address servers. Like it's pretty simple to build them and create IPs and seeds for for the coin, and then like introducing them to like your friends, like your other developer friends. And I don't want contributors like on my like on my GitHub. Like I'm not gonna have contributors. Like it's gonna be open source for you to actually work with and build on. But other than that, it's not gonna be any issues. There's no scamming. It's no like I stand behind it. And Raycoin is 100% like no gimmick, no scam, no nothing, no anything. Because like you know, people don't understand like the actual power behind a crypto coin and what you can actually do. Like you can literally change the way society is. Like I'm not sitting here saying that like I want everything to be fucking. I mean, everything to be free. You don't want it. You don't want it that way at all. Like it shouldn't be that way. You should be able to work for something and have a mind for something. Like I don't know. Like you view things totally different. Like when you actually start like ex- exploring your mind out of like your normal like way of life. Like not reading just regular old thriller or sexual books that normal what people normally read. Jesus, is a lot of Amazon. Amazon makes money. Literally, literally. I know this is off subject, but literally, 7 trucks passed by. Well, let me not lie. That was the sixth one. I overcounted. That was the sixth one. That's still a lot of trucks that just passed within the past 15 minutes. Like what? What are you people ordering? Like what are y'all ordering? Like what is this? What are y'all ordering? Fucking pieces of candy? Pieces of candy on Amazon? Like what's going on? But like I don't know, I started studying different things. Like Maxwell, a lot of people don't realize what I'm actually talking about. Like Faraday, you know what I'm saying? Gibbs, Casimir, not just Tesla, like Benjamin Franklin, uh, Benjamin, um, Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, alchemist books, reading a lot of different books, electromagnetic, actually understanding it in the way that it actually works and the way things really work. And it really is. If, scientifically, if you would actually think about it. Everything around us really is vibrations and frequencies and everything. Every single thing. It's just the way like everything is. My children are outside playing. He had the habit of going inside the street. And I couldn't go for that. And now all his friends are out of school now. There's my other son. But anyway, and and that's another thing. Like I wanted to show them that like you can do whatever. Like it doesn't matter. You don't have to stay on the straight and narrow and focus on one thing. That's really not. You don't have to focus on nothing. Just focus on what you want. Whether it be this biometrics, this technology, biometrics, and everything like basic technology, or to actually build a VR headset actually for teaching kids longevity, intelligence. Um, I believe that like with my kids, we have an Oculus, and my kids go through like an hour of like schooling when they come home and stuff. Like they read books and whatever on that. But Jesus Christ, guy, just ran over the court. Amazon, Amazon. I know y'all hear the truck. It's like Jesus Christ, and it's not even the same guy. No offense, it's a white guy, but the other guy was black. It's weird. It's extremely weird. But anyway, um, we have that's why I wanted to make to show them that like you can do whatever. No one can stop you from anything. Just think about it. Just think about it, and Jesus Christ. I'd rather you have real me instead of oh you can see all my electronics. Like I went from 13 desktops, um, Dell desktops, and like I had them all running like servers, like web servers, hosting servers, um, game engines, search engines. Made made a lot of money doing that. Um, Never realized that like the resources that like people are really looking for, and they really looking for it like cheap. Because like Bill Gates and AWS, like they say it's cheap, but they really are making quite a bit of penny off of you. Because they're charging you for their service that should be only a one-time fee. Should be multiple times. They shouldn't have to charge you um, monthly fees and stuff, or offer you a partnership. That means that like you sign up with them and stuff, they have partial of your company. That's what a partnership is. Um, it's the most easiest way to get companies. People believe it's a good name. I'm not shooting slugs at you or anything. It's just I see companies that I previously worked for and that I work for, you know, and I see constantly adding a software, adding this, adding of this. We're pushing in mobile management through the whole company. We're pushing in um, Microsoft multi-factor authentication this week, and everybody has to be on it. And this is the deadline for it, and it's a constant change. First, you sign up with your number, and then we go from the cell phone number to the multi-factor authentication to mobile management, and in the printer servers to go to the printer logic, printer logic. Um, like it should be resourced like that, and it should be simple. And see, that's the thing. Like Rightcoin, I have my hands in that. Um, I have single sign-on. I have biometrics. I even have drone software. You see, I have drone software that I created, executable files that you just download, and it works on your Raspberry, on your microcontroller, whatever it is, whatever it might be, or what you have. I write robotic scripts, AI scripts, AI software, um, chatbot software, even just like GPT. Like I've been had that, which is really weird. That like a lot of stuff that like is coming out. I used to post it on my LinkedIn until they restricted my account because of they said that I was doing things, but like it was a QR code token, and they assumed that it was actually cryptocurrency, and it really wasn't. It was just a QR code that was a token that like you would use, like everybody's like your checking account. It wouldn't be online no more. Like it wouldn't be online. Nothing would be online anymore for like anything. Credit cards, your account information, none of that stuff will be online. It'll be all in a QR code. Be on a QR code. That's all you have to have on your phone. You can take it off your phone and have it on a piece of paper and just scan it when you go. Scan it when you leave your house. Scan it when you leave your house, and money's on there. It's very trackable, very like very productive, very exclusive coin on the way how things really work. How things really work. How things really work. And like I'm normal as they are. Cool, baby girl. I love it. Those are my baby girls, my two baby girls. They paint a lot. My oldest, she painted a picture, and I put it on the wall. That is priceless. Like she carried after me. Like um, I used to go to art, Austin Art Dogged Art School here in Austin when I was younger. That's how good I really was. Um, I even had schools like want me to go there to them to teach me how to like paint even more, and it's just the way things really work. And that's why I say like I have a lot involved involved mentally with this, and in order to even in order to even build it. No, my youngest son always thinks he can ride everything, whether it be a quad or a bike or a scooter or a dirt bike. He thinks he can just ride whatever. Jesus Christ, these kids got some more than adults, but whatever. living in a friendly neighborhood. Like literally a friendly neighborhood. It's all demographic of people here. People from Colombia, Africa, India, Jerusalem. They're everywhere here. Um, Philippines, Indonesia. Like, there's a lot of people here. The only reason why I know this is because I didn't had food from all of these people. Food from all of them. I didn't even know you can have fish curry, which is which is really really good. Or either calamari, like which was really weird. Dominican food too. Like I had that. That was, oh my god, that food was outstanding. They stay like on the opposite street. I think yeah, street over. And it's sad. I just had their food like last week. But things be actually really good and how they are. I don't know, but like just basically letting y'all know who I am. That's why I'm like just talking randomly and saying everything. Like every single thing is different. And I just wanted people to know like who I am and like this is my everyday thing. Like with my kids, I'm at work and I'm at home. They're outside playing. In here building things. Um, Figured some man. I had the other. I think that was like the last week. I had did some like some really really off the wall things with electromagnetic and like if you pump argon gas, like which is everything in our atmosphere is almost argon. We breathe it in every day. Non-lethal gas. It's an environment. Well, if you take electromagnetic and you have like it can be plexi, PCV, aluminum, or metal, sheet metal, and you just make a box. And like it's really weird how it is and stuff. Like, but it's not weird because like it actually does what it's supposed to do, and like it creates a space within a space, as you would say, or like an atmosphere within an atmosphere, because you're using argon gas. And then like if you leave something actually inside and you not a switch, that's another thing. That's another thing. The switch, like a switch kills it. Like it, like as you, like a switch makes it poof, turn on like instantly. Like make all the electricity rush right into it. But like if you do like electricity like a raise, like you're raising the electricity from start to the beginning, it'll resonate. It'll be loud as hell, and you don't even have to bring it down. You don't even have to bring it back down. But if you leave it up there, it resonates and then it levels out. And it's not what people even think that is like a extremely you have to use an extremely large amount of electricity. Extremely large amount of electricity. But like if you use static, and it's a thing like we have static generators, and you just take that static generator, take a transformer, take a capacitor. Well, I still do kind of old school stuff. I do a spark gap instead of resistors and shit. Just creating creating the circuit. Um, so that's a different electricity when you actually do it that way. We take a actual generator, just pull it out of one of the static electricity fans. Static electricity fans. Um, They have those. You just take it, put a transformer on it, spark gap, and then two capacitors parallel to each other. Homemade, preferably, like literally homemade. And like you don't have to make them in jars. You can take a piece of paper and some foil and roll it up. Just do the mathematics behind it for each sheet that is this amount of centimeters will produce this amount of electricity will can hold this amount. That's is really a simple process. Or you could just estimate, roll it 6 times, and it'll hold enough juice to turn on the light bulb. And that's without a relay. Like you can literally run your house on a car battery and a relay. Like literally, it'll work. It'll work day long, all day long. Especially if you're using. Uh, I know I shouldn't be saying none of this stuff, but if you use if you use a rechargeable battery, something that puts back energy that is using, uh, you're gonna have some issues with the electrical company because they're gonna be wondering where's their money. Like if you live on a country, like I don't understand like how these country people, man. Like if I lived out in a like country, lived off the grid, that doesn't work. Use your laptop. Here, take this one. Take this one. And stop coming out here. I'm about to be off. I have to be real strict on them. This is everything is normal, and this is everything that I do. And the thing is, like I have rechargeable batteries right here in my garage. I went to this junkyard and pulled a whole bunch of them and charged them up. Those two kids are weird. They're weird. Okay. And I just see how things really are, and they're very unbalanced, very unbalanced. But and then like once this coin takes off, I'm gonna build like I already like I make drones already and stuff. I want to start selling them to like police departments and stuff to where it'll help them with surveillance downtown areas and stuff because it's tracking, it's object tracking, and I can make it go around a block repeatedly, repeatedly, and then you can actually use the same power off the propellers pumping, uh, connect them as a power source. So you have four or six motors, and you reroute. You don't have to reroute them. You set them up just like how they are, and just add positive and negative wires on them, and set them up and just set them up to the actual power source. Put them on top of the other plugs, and the power itself will circulate them where they'll stay on for 24 hours. Well, they won't burn out. They won't get hot. They won't because it's using its own source of power. But I figured out a lot of things. That's why I say I'm a monarch of programming. I don't believe no one's like me. No one thinks like me. No one's. Um, I think if you put $1 billion in my hand, I think it'll turn into a trillion. I think it'll go into a petatrillion. multiple, multiple of them. So I'm not into space travel. Y'all can have space. Um, why would I want to travel to the moon? And I live here. Why would I want to travel to space? And I live on Earth. A lot of things that people do doesn't make sense to me. Um, you're doing stuff out in space instead of doing stuff here. I don't. I don't give a shit about like. I don't. If you would have told J.P. Morgan that you were gonna make millions off of water, he would have been like, "What? Hogwash." He would have been hogwash. Or I don't believe in nothing free. I believe everything should have a price. I'm like, everything should have a price. Nothing should be free, regardless if a person that has a way of creating a source of electricity, but you should still have a price to pay for something. I don't believe in a socialist world. No offense, just people are different. Well, stay tuned for the next stream.